there, Gabrielle. Thanks very much for your request. You'd like to know what kind of man will you marry, his ethics, morals, etc. Is he loyal? His physical features, his profession, financial status, does he own a home? Where will you meet him? Doing what in your life? The circumstances? When will you meet approximately? How should you work on yourself to prepare for this union? Approximate age of him? How will he feel about you when meeting you? Will he know he wants to marry you soon? What kind of marriage will you have and will it last? And does he have children? Has he been married before? So I'll just ask the cards, please answer Gabrielle's queries about her future marriage partner. The kind of person you'll marry will be a very loving man, very caring, very open-hearted. He will have a strong sense of moral integrity. I feel he could be a lawyer. He is supremely loyal. He's very honest. His words are very sharp. I feel his words are very sharp, so he will always tell you the truth. He's also a very passionate man. Has a zest for life. I feel this man has a beard. He has medium length hair. So when I say that, I mean it's not really short, but it's very stylish. You know, it's still, it's still a boy cut, but it's medium length hair. That's the impression I get. So a long cut, not a short cut, not a crew cut. Very neat beard, very, very neat beard, darker colour hair. So he must go to a barber. I get the sense that this man goes to a barber. I feel that he's actually I get a strong impression that he works in law actually, but he has a creative mind. So he does a lot of work, communications work, but there's a mix here. Maybe he has a law degree, but he writes books on the side. That's a strong impression I get because he's into writing. I see a man that loves creative writing and creative pursuits. So he loves things like studying things about art, and he loves studying things about he loves knowledge books, and he reads a lot. He reads quite a lot. I feel that he is a person that's trying to grow a business, but he does have his own home. He does have property. Because this is a person who's well established in their career, but is trying to grow something. I actually feel that you'll meet him around work, around your workplace. You'll meet him through work. The circumstances will be that I feel that you'll start a new job into the future because you're quite well established at what you do. But into the future, you're going into a new venture or you're going into a new job. And that's where you'll meet this person because you'll talk to him. You have to talk to him about something. And you'll have a lot of different discussions. Quite a few discussions. They'll be very friendly. You'll have lovely eyes. You'll be totally enamored with this man. I don't think you have to move very far to find him. It is work association. You won't actually feel it's love at first sight, but you will have those beautiful feelings of love initially when you meet this man, because he will be very impressive. So I feel that when you meet him, your focus will be on the conversation and you won't think much of it. It will only be an afterthought where you think to yourself, oh, that guy was really nice and he was really intelligent and chatty, and gee, I feel I'm a bit attracted to him, because the feeling between you will be very grounded. You'll hit it off like like wildfire. But I feel that the reason you won't immediately recognize this person as a partner is because you're very talkative by nature, and you do talk. You're very sociable by nature, and I feel that talking to a person in your job or anywhere in particular isn't much of a big deal to you. It's something that you do as a matter of course. So it's not a big deal to you to have a conversation with this man. It's only later on that you realize that he's a potential for you, because the conversation seems work-based to me, and quite clinical or technical. So you must be quite advanced at what you do, because when you talk to somebody on a professional level, you do have a very logical mindset. I don't think you're thinking about a love affair with a person when you're talking to somebody about technical or business type things. And that's how it is that you will meet this man but not think much of it. But it's only when he goes away that you develop your romance for this man. But I feel that he will know when he meets you that you are the one for him, because he will find you supremely attractive. He's not a person that opens his heart to love so easily, I feel. He's kind of a logical person with technical stuff on the brain, because he's always into the books, like a very male, logical mind, but he's not egotistical. This man is not egotistical in the least. He's really nice and really honest, and you'll be surprised at his honesty, actually. I feel that this man could have a child, quite potentially. But I don't think you'll be concerned about that, because it's a young child, and this is a divorced man. He's younger as well. So he's in his late 20s, 30s. And I'd say more 30s, because he has this child, he's had this partner, and he had a really tumultuous time with his partner, and he's just managed to get out of that situation into more calmer waters for himself. So he went through a lot. And also, I feel that he just thinks you're very vivacious, a very happy person, very attractive. But this guy, I'd say, will be in his 30s. He's young at heart, but he's not really mature. He's got a young mind. He kind of has this mature outlook in love and romance, and you really admire him, actually. The thing is, I feel that he will be keeping his emotions close to his chest because he's been hurt in the past when you meet him. So it won't be so obvious to you. I feel that he could be a little bit shy about opening up his emotions to you initially, but there will be communication between you, electronic communication between you for a while, but before it turns into a romantic pursuit. So this guy is going to be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And he's also going to be have air in his chart. I feel that he's an air moon, so he's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. He's an air moon, very bright guy. He has some earth placements as well, so he's a nice mix. I feel that he'll be really attracted to your personality because you're actually very outgoing. And he's a little bit shy, and that mixture, he's really attracted to outgoing women because I feel that you have a lot of fire in his chart. So he'll be attracted to you straight away. And this is after a time, you'll meet him after a time of moving away from a relationship, a love connection, and I feel it's the one that we've just dealt with because you haven't fully recovered from that love relationship, but you will, because you're going to really focus on your work and you're going to focus on new love, and that's what you're doing presently. But into the future, and also you're doing a little bit of work around or focusing on your property and being around the home or being out in nature. That's really important to you. So that's going to be the big focus now and into the future, is trying to find new love, stabilizing, grounding your emotions. But this is going to be a person that you just happen across. It's going to be an opportunity that just arises out of the blue. It's not going to happen forcefully. It's going to be somebody that you just meet along the way because there's electronic communication between you. I don't feel it's an online connection, as in it could be online dating. There is that element there if you're into that. But I just get the strong work element that you do something quite technical and that you communicate with men on occasion online. So I feel that's where you'll meet this person. So I feel he'll be nice. This guy will be nice. You won't have any problems with him at all. I don't feel that he's imminent. I don't feel he's around the corner. I feel he's a person you'll meet into the future, because it gives me a slower energy here. But I will ask for a timing, just to clarify. When will Gabrielle meet her person, her marriage partner? Gives me the number 7, and it confirms he's a manager at work or a person that has position at work. But because it's a slower energy, I'll have to give it 7 months. Yeah, I'll have to give it 7 months because it's a slow energy, it's not fast. But he's a very, he has position. So were you thinking of moving into a new job, or it could be a job that he finds at where you work? Because it is somewhere where he has to grow his skills, and not somewhere where you have to grow yours. How should Gabrielle prepare herself for this union? How should Gabrielle prepare herself for this union? Queen of Hearts, 6 cents. Just open your heart, work on your heart chakra, because I feel you shut your emotions down after that difficulty with that other man, because you went through something quite serious. Somebody played with your heart, and I don't think that person corrupted your soul or anything, or made you unhappy, because you're a positive person by nature. But it definitely made you shut down your emotions to new love. So it's talking about opening your heart and using your intuition, because I can see that this person may not be so obvious to you. You will have a big discussion with him, but you won't be, it confirms again you'll meet through your career, but you won't be so open to a love relationship initially with this person. You'll just take it as a technical or work conversation. So I feel that you have to work on your heart chakra. Because you were hurt so badly in the past, even though you have a very positive outlook, I feel that you're very cautious around new men. And I feel that you'll be cautious, or a bit cautious, around him. What is the approximate age of this man that Gabrielle likes? Yeah, he's definitely going through a divorce, because he's separated in the past. Gives me the number 16. I don't think you'll be dating a teenager. What is the approximate age of Gabrielle's future marriage partner? Ooh. Okay, what's it trying to tell me? It's talking about his divorce. Yeah, I definitely feel he's in his 30s. I'm going to give him the age of 36. But I'm just using my clairvoyance to pick up on him. Around 36, I'd say. But it's pretty tumultuous, this divorce at the moment. So I feel whatever he's going through at the moment is very harsh. But that's why you'll meet him into the future at a better time in his life. Because the divorce is very upsetting for him. Very upsetting. How will Gabrielle feel about Gabrielle when meeting her? Oh. How will he feel about Gabrielle when meeting her? That sounds better. But you'll also have a couple men in your future. Or that you're intelligent, chatty and intelligent. And honest. You also have a couple men here as well. An air sign and a water sign. You will meet them around work or around your property, but the one that you're going to marry is going to be at work. Just warning you about that. That you could have a bit of a three-way going on. How will he feel about meeting Gabrielle? He thought you were chatty. Let's see what else it says. How will Gabrielle's future marriage partner feel about meeting her? Yeah, again it says he'll look upon it, the discussion very logically. He'll think you're a brilliant person, technically brilliant, very talkative, very knowledgeable. That's what he'll think about you. Will Gabrielle's future partner know that he wants to marry her soon? It will be a very grounded relationship. Initially, it will be work focused, so he won't have that impression of you straight away. But it will be a friendship that you can grow upon. It will be a very solid friendship. What kind of marriage will Gabrielle and her future marriage partner have? What kind of marriage will they have? Very loyal one, very stable. You will be very prosperous. You'll have everything you want in life. And I feel you'll have 3 pets together. Do you like pets? Because it shows that you do. And you'll be the loyalty stands out, the emotion. the intelligence between you, the intellectual compatibility. So it will be a relationship in which you get everything you want. Will the marriage last between Gabrielle and her marriage partner? Will the marriage last between Gabrielle and her marriage partner? It will be a very solid relationship, very loving and stable. But after 8 years of marriage, you'll fall into some problems. It will be over some jealousies, because I feel that you will socialize a lot together, and you'll have some arguments because you're very intellectually compatible. You'll have some arguments over other people being around him, other women capturing his attention, and there will be arguments around the 8-year mark. But it will be generally a very loving marriage, very stable. It won't lead to divorce or separation. And the reason it won't is because you've both had similar heartbreak issues, and you won't need to you won't want to address any breakup challenges. But there will be some problems around the 8-year mark. Does he have children? Yes, I feel he does, but we'll check. Does Gabrielle's future marriage partner have children? Yes, he does. He has one. He's very intelligent. This guy's a big leader. He runs something, like he runs a department or he runs a company. Very intelligent man. He does have a child, a girl child. Which is lovely. Yes, he has been married before, but we'll check. Has he been married before? Has Gabrielle's future marriage partner been married before? Yes, he has. Yep. But he's now going through a divorce. You'll find that this relationship will be everything you want because you're compatible on so many levels. You're intellectually compatible. You're not, the only level on which you're not compatible is on a personality level. You're very outgoing despite your intellectual pursuits, and he's very logical and closed in some respect. He's got a beautiful heart, but he's very shy. So that's where you'll have difficulties sometimes, because I feel it's like opposites attract actually in some respects, except on an intellectual level. But you won't have to go very far to find this man. You won't have to go very far at all. You know, he's going to go to you. You don't have to go to him. And I feel that's really encouraging. So I'll just check the oracles. Please give me some information on Gabrielle's marriage partner. Please give me some information on Gabrielle's marriage partner. Future marriage partner. Yeah, so this is definitely like a twin flame relationship or a soulmate relationship. You'll be very compatible. After a time of healing, you're going to find this man. So I feel it's like seven months, as the cards have suggested. It gives me the number 8 on this card, and it gives me the number 10 on this card. So it is around that time that you'll meet this man, but you won't develop something on an emotional level until the 8-month mark, because I feel initially you're not really thinking too much about being together in a loving capacity. You're more thinking when you meet about how compatible you are on an intellectual plane, and just focusing on that technical and logical discussion with one another. It's after a time when you're both healing from heartache as well. You're not quite there yet, but you're working on it. So it shows here just how compatible you'll be. You'll be two opposites, really. Complete opposites. Not opposites, but I don't know how to describe it. Like equals, two equals, equal and opposing personalities. That's how I would describe it. So there's some aspects about your personalities which are different, but you're meant to be together, and you'll be inseparable. Absolutely inseparable. Once the penny drops and you move past that technical discussion and all of those logical type feelings, nothing will separate you. Nothing at all. Shows you have good fortune on the way. But that follows because your career is going quite well. Yeah, so it shows your personality, which is quite vivacious, how motivated you are. And how shy he is. So he'll be very shy after a dark time, because he is going through struggling through a divorce at the moment. So he'll feel a little shy, but you'll light up his soul. It gives me the number 7 in this card. So again, it confirms 7 months. And it also gives me the number 35 in this card. 34 in this card. And 45. And I picked up intuitively, but that he was around 36. So I'll give the range 34 to 45, but I picked up that it was around 36 years of age. so it shows there has to be an evolution in your relationship. Gives me the number 38 in this card. There definitely has, you have to go through a gateway, because initially sorry about this, but my phone is slipping. Initially your relationship will be based on work, a logical and technical type of discussion. And plus he's a leader in something as well. So his mindset is very technical, very logical, can be very cold in the pursuit of information from someone about work. It's only later where you develop these feelings, because these feelings are subconscious, they're not conscious. The conscious feeling between you will be light feelings of love, but more on a respect level, intellectual respect between you. It's only later that those feelings melt, and you have to go through an evolution in your relationship. To take the path of love together. That's a strong impression I get. Yeah, so you'll transform your relationship from one that was very technical, one that was very very light, very friendly, into something more loving. So your relationship blooms basically, and you discover a new earth together. So it is something that's going to happen into the future. Presently there's still some healing going on, because I feel in the past he's been separated, but presently he's going through his divorce. But you can definitely expect good things to happen between you. And you can give it 7 months. Just check the numbers. This is a number 7. That's when things will fire up. In 7 months. Because it's a slow energy mixed with a fast one. So you are going to get somebody who has a lot of moral integrity about them. And that's very important. So I'll just see if I can get another message for you. And maybe because this guy is going to be a big boss or something, you may not be all that comfortable kind of opening your heart to him straight away. Please give me some advice for Gabrielle about her future marriage partner. Oh yeah. You find him, you'll both have gone through hardships when you find one another. It gives me the number 7 in this card. 7 months. The reason I feel it is 7 months as opposed to any longer is because there is a fast energy here, but it's also mixed with a slow one. He'll be very outgoing. He'll definitely be an entrepreneur and a leader in his field. He'll have some recognition about him. He'll be a very capable person. Somebody very athletic, but that aligns with his position because he'll enjoy running, or he'll enjoy some type of athletics or sport, and he'll have a really good physique because I feel that he goes to the gym. And he'd go to the gym because he's in quite a high standing position, and he'd have to keep himself fit for that. He also travels around a lot for the job, for the work. So there will be a little bit of entanglement that goes on. You'll meet in 7 months, but I don't feel you'll develop your relationship until the 8-month or 9-month mark. Because by that time there would have been some dates that you would have gone on, I feel, or you would have met some other men by then, because there are a couple of men in your sphere into the future. But the main one is going to be the water sign with the air moon that you'll meet at work, but you also date, and this guy is going to be your main squeeze. So there could be a little bit of an entanglement around focusing on him, because you'll have other men in the mix. But again, it's after a time, of emotional disturbance and an unsettling time emotionally. So this guy's really going to melt your heart, because he will be quite handsome. He will be from overseas as well, that's another tidbit. And you may even move overseas with him eventually. But I feel that you can do that with your job, because you're quite well educated, and you're quite advanced or experienced at your work. So I feel that you can do that if you wanted to do that. This guy has also been in the military. So he's from a country most likely that has a military service that they have to join when they're younger, quite possibly. He's also from an area that has a lot of jungle. And he'll have beautiful eyes. But when you meet him, everything would have settled in his life. He would have healed from his divorce, because presently he's separated. But you're not going to meet him around this time when he's going through his turmoil. You'll meet him later down the track. Okay, Gabrielle, that was your reading. I'll see you next time.